Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wildlife is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovery Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about simple machines. A machine is a device that does a physical task. Some machines make moving or lifting things easier. Other machines carry people from place to place. Yet, other machines help in building or making things. Machines are made up of parts that work together. Some have just a few parts, and some have many parts. However, no matter how special they are, all machines are based in some way on 6 types of simple machines. Simple machines were first discovered and described by Greek philosopher Archimedes. Simple machines change the strength or direction of a force, such as a push or pull. The sole purpose of simple machines is to make work easier. If they were not available, some tasks would even be impossible. There are 6 basic types of simple machines. Levers. Levers are very useful in lifting very heavy loads using less effort. A lever is a bar or board that rests on a support called a fulcrum. A lever can transfer and increase the force applied to one end of it. Examples of levers include a seesaw, pliers, crowbars, scissors, wheelbarrows, and tweezers. A hammer acts as a lever when used to pry a nail from a board. The part of the hammer that rests on the board is the fulcrum. There are 3 types of levers. First-class levers have a fulcrum at the center. A car jack is one example of a first-class lever. Second-class levers have the load between the fulcrum and the effort. Auto openers and wheelbarrows are some of the examples of second-class levers. In third-class levers, the effort is usually between the fulcrum and the load. Examples of these levers are a pair of tweezers, a fishing rod, and a broom. Wheel and axle. It uses a wheel with a rod attached in the middle as an axle to help it to lift or move loads. In some wheel and axle machines, the wheel is replaced with a crank or another part that turns in a circle like a wheel. A steering wheel in a car is a wheel and axle machine. Another example is a doorknob. A doorknob is a wheel that turns an inner shaft axle that moves the latch. The wheel and axle was an important invention in the history of mankind. It was first used around 5,000 years ago by the Sumerians. Pulleys. A pulley is a type of simple machine that uses a wheel with a groove in it and a rope. The rope fits into the groove, and one end of the rope goes around the load. You pull on the other end. The pulley helps you to move the load or change direction of the force. Pulleys can be fixed, movable, or a combination of both fixed and movable pulleys. Some examples of pulleys include cranes, flagpoles, and window blinds. Inclined planes. An inclined plane is a flat surface with one end higher than the other. This allows for heavy objects to slide up to a higher point rather than be lifted. It is generally easier to slide something than to lift it. Examples of inclined planes include slides, sloping roads, and ramps. Wedges. If you put 2 inclined planes back to back, you get a wedge. It is thick at one end and narrows to a thin edge at the other end. A wedge is a simple machine used to push 2 objects apart. Examples of the wedge include knives, chisels, and axes. Screws. A screw is a special kind of inclined plane. It's basically an inclined plane wrapped around a pole. Screws can be used to lift things or to hold them together. Examples of the screw simple machine include swivel chairs, jar lids, and of course screws. Simple machines can be combined to create compound machines. Compound machines can be as small as a mechanical watch or as large as a construction crane. Some, such as a car, contain thousands of parts. A bicycle is an example of a compound machine. It usually has the following simple machines: wheel and axle, the pedals, cascade wheels, and a cranset. Pulleys, braking mechanism, drivetrain, shifting mechanism, and chains on the gears. Levers, handlebars, brakes and gear shifters, inclined planes, tire repair kit, charning's teeth, screws that hold it together. Since a bicycle is a compound of simple machines, it makes work easier. Here are a couple of the most common simple machines found in the real world. Pencil sharpener. A pencil sharpener is made of two simple machines, a wheel and axle and a wedge. Clocks. A clock is also an example of a wheel and axle. Some clocks consist of levers, pulleys, and wedges, making them complex machines. Thank you for watching this episode of Adventurous Kids.
What did you learn today?
Adventurous Kid.
Adventurous Kids.
What was the most interesting fact?
Adventurous Kids.
Adventurous Kids.
Adventurous